Hello everyone, welcome back to the match point. On this week's episode, we have me, Kilama, and to my left,
Richard.
Vanessa.
So we are going to recap the January transfer window. For some clubs, it looked underwhelming. Obviously, City, I think, is the biggest spender in the Prem for this window alone. I know personally some of our clubs, me personally being an Arsenal fan, I was not satisfied with the window. Too many gaps to fill and no business was done. I don't know how Man United feel about the business they've done this window. Any new signings they needed for positions. Obviously, they've let Rashford leave on loan. I think that's the biggest story from your club this Jan.
And the GOAT, Anthony.
Obviously, Anthony as well. But I would love to ask for your reaction to your club's transfer window if you're happy with the business that was done.
All I must say is Ineos are fraud. We should have taken the Sheikh money, man, when it was on the table. I mean, you look, they've been at that club for a year now? And we are somehow worse than how they found us, from where they found us, squad-wise. I've always said Amorim is Graham Potter 2.0, that Chelsea stint Graham Potter, that's Ruben Amorim. To me, I've never really bought into him. Didn't buy into Ten Hag, fine, they fired him. But now, even the signings they are buying. I got on here and I said United have an identity, we have a DNA, we have a culture, and I got roasted. All the players they're signing, all the technical staffers they're getting. The United I grew up watching was either 4-4-2 or 4-5-1.
But
why am I
do you
having
think that in the current day some of those formations would run?
Yeah, I think they would.
Maybe 4-5-1.
It still works for Madrid. 4-5-1, I mean, sometimes.
Yeah.
Or 4-3-3. This is a very hot take, but I equate our, 15 years ago, I would equate our culture to be similar to Madrid's. Building your tail. Even 2010 United was a bigger. By the time Ronaldo left United to Madrid, we were the bigger club in Europe at the time. We were going to finals, UCL finals. We were winning, three-peat with the PL, while Madrid was, in Barcelona's shadow. The Galacticos had retired, so they had to do a rebuild. But Madrid stuck to its culture. It didn't give in to this walk wave. And anytime Madrid tried to get a walk tactical, it never worked out. They tried Benitez, they tried Soriano. There's that guy that came in the season Ronaldo had just left that had to be fired. They had 3 managers in between there. So Madrid have stuck to their guns, have stuck to their culture, their playing style, their playing identity. The same playing style they had 10 years ago is what I still see. The same playing style they had 15 years ago is what I still see. Now, everybody else that is supposed to be in that bracket and decided to try and become woke has paid for it massively. Look at Bayern, look at United. I mean, Bayern got that Hansi Flick, Hansi Flick, was it a treble, a sextuple?
They won everything,
I know he
right?
has a treble,
that Hansi Flick treble, but prior to that, when they gave in to the Pep style, even Schweinsteiger, I think, has an interview where he's saying he knew Bayern was going to lose its identity and struggle a bit, and they did. So this window, very underwhelming. We signed
Patrick Dogu, left back from Lecce.
Left wing back.
Yes.
There's nothing I hate left wing back. So inverted wing backs.
That's the system your manager has been trying to implement.
And we're a mismatch.
From the games we've watched, we know Mazzarri is better off playing as the
Right.
CB in back
Not
three.
even a CB. Four at the back, right back.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
system has exposed every except Ahmad.
Dalo. Yeah, I'm saying Dalo.
Dalo doesn't have
Ooh.
Dalo is a special case because even in a back four he's still trash. In a back five he's trash. In a back three he's trash.
Whatever
Whatever
back thing is
formation you
that.
put there, he is that guy. The only player that has thrived off this system, I would say, is Ahmad. It has really brought out his strengths. But now
Yeah, and the games he doesn't show up, you can clearly see how
we're
you
struggling.
struggle to score up
Yeah.
front.
So, but you don't have 10 other Dalots. You don't have 10 other
Ahmad.
Ahmads.
Yeah.
Everybody is struggling. Everybody is being asked to do something different. I'm now seeing Bruno in a pivot two,
Other day, so Maino playing as a false
nine. Like
Oh yeah.
it's some stuff that I'm not on board with. He said we will suffer, but this is all on Ineos from the start of the season. They knew they didn't trust Ten Hag.
So if they were to make the move, they should
Should
have made it before the season.
They should have made it then, and then gotten someone who identifies with us.
Actually, no, they should have sacked him that season when they had come in
no, Ineos came in last season,
and that's what I'm saying. They should have
Like immediately they
sacked-
came in.
after the FA Cup
because
final.
after the FA Cup, when you win
Bounce it.
something, that's when they are like, okay,
Let's
Let's
keep-
we are going to
review.
resign you. But if they were really, we are going a different direction, they should have let him go still.
But me, I knew they didn't trust him the moment they brought Road. Almost kind of like, you're here, but that boy is waiting for you to slip up, and you slip up, you're gone. Ironically, the only time I've enjoyed watching United this season, except when we beat Arsenal at Emirates, was under Rudd's 3 or 4 games.
They were full.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
they were
were
good. Yeah,
goals,
four
they-
wins.
We
Yeah.
went back to our traditional formation. You know,
I don't even think you conceded a goal, right?
we did. We
They
did.
conceded,
But
but,
you see,
they were
even-
scoring freely.
Even United, the one that I remember, we would concede 3, score 4. Like, I don't really care about clean sheets. After all, it's hooping. Like, you score 3, I'll score 4. Score 2, I'll score 3. Like, that's a game. That is an entertaining game. Like, so I don't really care as long as we win. And even if we lose, but I've enjoyed the game. That is it. But now you're a back 5, I think inverted wing backs. Like, it's too... I saw Mainu in the false 9 and I thought I was dreaming. I thought it was one of those timelines Thanos kept talking about. Like one of those other, like...
It was otherworldly to see.
You know, when the
that
graphic
position,
came on,
but
like the screen, I was like, maybe there's a
They have gotten
mismatch.
a
They've gotten the wrong graphic.
Yeah.
And the guy is up front. I'm like, this guy is actually seriously putting Maino in this. So, man, a mismatch. From the time they came in, the last transfer window was underwhelming. January was even more underwhelming. Dogu, or who else did we sign?
Eden
That's it,
Haven
right?
from the Arsenal Academy, but I don't think he's Eden Haven.
I think it's like
But I don't think he's going to impact first team football.
We bought someone from Arsenal.
yeah. I remember the name. Okay.
You keep saying they took they keep taking
No, the one
from our academy.
The one
Chido
I know
Obi
is
Martin.
the striker.
Yeah, Chido.
That's Nigerian, right?
Yes, but I was going to say, so finally this window, like the Rashford issues for the moment have been resolved and he has left. Who are you going to throw the blame on anymore with the team? Because even when he was out of the squad,
The one I've
you've
just
still
blamed.
been struggling.
The one I've been blaming.
Dalo.
Ineos.
Oh, nice.
I'm not even looking at the players. By the way, as weird as this may sound, technically, I don't think most of those players are terrible. But for some weird... there's something going on in that institution that we may not know about. That
People are still adjusting to Amorim's standards.
No. This has been going
this-
on for a
this-
while.
How
I don't, as much as I hated Rashford's underperformance last season and some of his body language on the pitch this season, I think that if something is happening within that club, that's I think I saw Ferdinand say something like sucking the life out of these footballers at United. Not Ferdinand, what was his name? Paul Scholes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was like something sucking the life out of, the joy out of these players. I think out of those players, there's no one I believe likes or loves United more than Rashford. That's just to be clear. Him and McTominay, I mean, they came from there. Rashford has been United his whole life.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think out of the blue one day he just said, because I think he's a fan. He's a fan inherently. So as a fan, the emotions you feel for a club are different as when you're just a mercenary.
Yeah.
You get. So I think something, I'm not justifying his body language, but I think something genuinely happened within that football
Bro,
institution.
he was taking penalties with 14-year-olds. He's training at a
Not just
whole
that.
different part
Yeah.
from the first
I
team.
do not believe
They
we
segregated
have
him.
22 people who mysteriously forgot how to play football. Look, when some of these guys leave that club, McTominay is balling
But
out
yeah, that's
in
what's good.
Napoli.
He's
I
a
was-
prince in Naples now.
Last year, I was saying McTominay doesn't know how to pass, he doesn't know how to defend, he doesn't know how to do anything with the ball.
It's actually
He's
what
now the face of
Napoli.
Naples, and they're making a title charge. You look at all the other guys who have left us and
over
gone
the years and
to
stuff.
ball out. Sancho is a special case, but like it shows you they may not necessarily be terrible footballers, but something it's like when you put on that shirt, all your something just happens to you and you lose your brain. I was looking at Xerxes clips at Bologna. I was like, this guy
He's
doesn't
totally a different player.
he
to what
doesn't
he is.
move remotely close. That guy, if you see his clips, the guy reminds me of of Martial, but like in his prime.
Ah.
That one good season, the way he could link play, the way he could, even he knows, that big guy knows how to dribble, and he's a trickster. So, but then they put on the United shirt, and
Things change.
Hoyland became a wrestler. Like guy is always just
Well,
trying.
has been abysmal. He needs what's that guy's name that sang that song about Hoyland?
Oh, I don't know. He's
Uh,
waiting on a mirror.
yeah.
Waiting
um,
for Lemire.
Like his movement is so. Listen, this current United, you could bring Ronaldo and Messi in their prime, and I assure
they
you,
can't do
we
anything.
wouldn't do anything.
How did you feel about the rumors of the club trying to sell Maino, Garnacho?
Oh yeah, Garnacho to Chelsea.
Garnacho, I lost it. Garnacho, I lost it. If we sold Garnacho, by the way, who comes up with this PSR? What the PSR, FSR rules at a pure profit? How do you incentivize homegrown talent development when you're telling clubs you develop a kid from your academy, you sell him? That's
It's pure profit. Yeah, it came up when the Saudi guys bought.
So it's
Newcastle.
oil. It goes back to oil money.
Not really. Like they were trying to make it more. I think it's only Premier League that has PSR, right?
Yeah.
It's a ridiculous incentive. I couldn't believe. Like I would understand trying to sell Garnacho because we need the money to Napoli, or you listen to Chelsea. Like you went in the room and had a negotiation with your rival, by the way, who has been stacking up for the last 3-4 transfer windows, and they're getting better. They're stacking up. You're going to partner Garnacho with other young guns in Chelsea that are eventually within 2-3 years
could be scary.
could be very, very scary for the league. And Chelsea doesn't look like they need the money that they'll be forced to sell. So I think I put out a tweet where I was like, if we sell Garnacho to Chelsea, then we are, because Ineos has another club in France, Nice, is it?
Yes.
I was like, we are well on our way to being Nice. I mean, the thought of selling an academy talent to not even some scrub team in the league, to Chelsea.
Like,
Rivals. It's unfathomable. That's why I'm like, the soul of that club is missing right now. Like, if these are some of the things if these are some of the discussions that can even be had, if you need money, fine, sell him, but to Chelsea. I wasn't tripping when they said he may go to Napoli. I mean, I saw McTominay went to Napoli for some reason, weird reasons.
There's a way, like I've noticed, like English players prosper in the Italian league.
No. When guys come from PL and they
Yeah,
go
yeah,
to
actually,
Yeah,
that's what I
something
meant.
like-
That's
they
what I
come
should
to
have
P,
said.
they leave
So who
PL.
else
Premier
would
League,
be?
Billy
Tomori.
Gilmore,
Oh yeah.
Napoli as well. Whenever Loftus-Cheek went,
Actually,
he was
Young
having a
left
great
us
season.
and went and won Scudetto with Inter.
Everyone that goes that side from
Yeah,
the
no,
Prem
I remember when
had a relatively
we were
like a revival in their career
Career.
somehow.
we used to grill Smalling, and then he went to Roma,
Roma.
and he had
Roma
an
guy.
out of body season.
Yeah.
Like it's some weird.
Just yesterday, our Felix has already scored
Scored.
that side.
Like something's up with it, but it's like a rehabilitation center.
Maybe.
Even better than Bundesliga. Like they go to Italy and Bola. In short, our transfer window was underwhelming. Not really disappointed in Rashford leaving. I think it was time.
It was
Inevitable, it had to happen.
For me, I think the shock is more of like you didn't even try to replace.
We have 4. Ineos. I'm not blaming any player at this
Because
point.
like you lost Anthony, the goat. You
Not
lost
that it
Rashford,
mattered.
and then of course Malacia as well left. I didn't even
He's on loan
to PSV. Yeah.
With-
So I'm like, at least you okay.
add
The left back you've gotten
He's going to
because
get injured.
but
And
then
by the way,
rest-
I don't know if Ineos looks. We are like 2 injuries away from that team being the most dysfunctional team in that league. If Ahmad and Bruno get injured, thank God Bruno has legs of steel. But if Ahmad gets
it's
injured,
done.
and we have to rely on Brock Lesnar and Zaxi, yeah, good. Even
score
Garnacho
goals, eh?
to score goals. It's going to be very, very dark for us. So I don't know what the squad planning was looking like in those meetings, because I don't think they're going to go to the academy and pick a
You have
talent.
the one guy, the 6,
Who?
Cole, yeah, Cole.
Collier is not from our academy.
Is that no? Okay, but he's from the younger team.
He's 21. He's a man. He's
Yeah, he's
21.
not-
He has just risen.
He has just
He
re-
has
ah.
gotten the
He's breaking
recognition.
out now.
Oh
But
wow!
he's a man. He's not
So
a
you have
kid.
no one because that's the only person that I see. Oh, and Amas.
Hamas? No, I'm
Ahmad,
talking
Ahmad.
like if we lose Ahmad,
Oh, there's no one you have. There's no
who
one.
is going to take the reins for that
It's
team?
done.
Who's going to step up? This boy, Lesnar, I mean, Hoyland, was talking about how this system favored him in Atalanta. Boy, if this is how you used to play in Atalanta,
In Atalanta. Anyway, I don't think because we don't watch those leagues like
Exactly, that's
that,
why
so
I
you
don't
can't have
know.
the full picture. When
'Cause
you watch,
comps
when
are
you watch
different.
comps, you're like, this is a guy.
yeah,
Because I know you had that much hope when he was coming in.
not Hoyland.
But
Zaxi, when I saw Zaxi's comps, I think he was Serie A young player of the last
Yes,
season,
he was.
wasn't
Yeah.
And he was in the Golden Boot race.
I
And
think,
the way he
yeah.
was just move, I was like, for a guy of his size to be able to move like that, I want. Even right now, when I look at both of them, the one who I see has a bit more technical ability is Zaxi.
No, Zaxi
He's
plays.
a tech man.
He's a taker.
He's very good to watch. It's just that
He
he can't
says-
shoot.
He fears shooting.
He can't shoot to save
And he
himself.
keeps saying he's a 9.5. So we have a squad of like 10, 11 guys. No, 8 guys who fear taking the risk. But United
yeah.
was built on letting players express themselves on the ball, on or off the ball. I haven't seen that in our last 2 managers. Too many tactics. Except Rude, shockingly. That's the one time I saw these guys playing with freedom. I remember watching our Chelsea game with some Chelsea guy, and it was like, this is not the guys we hoped to come up
and
against.
beat,
Like
yeah,
guys were, you could see them enjoying themselves. I was seeing Casemiro playing like this was 2018. But anyway, it is what it is. Me, I'll blame Ineos, and I think the Sheikh should come back.
So the club with the most interesting window, I think, is City. Van, expound on your signings and if you're
I'm
pleased
going
with the transfer window City
I'm
has
going
had.
to cook. I'm going to cook
So,
City.
just like I said, yeah, I would have been happy with one defender and one defensive-minded midfielder, but guys decided to show me that dirty oil once again. No, but I was a bit shocked that we waited till the last day, first of all, to get the position that we really wanted.
Really needed
Exactly.
the most crucial position that
I also...
Which is?
Six,
DM.
the 6. I was also shocked that they went for Mamouche. That's someone that was out of, because in my mind I'm like, we have Oscar Bob coming back from injury, we have some kid coming from River Plate that we bought last year. So I was like, forward positions is like, and guys that started scoring again, so forward positions was like the last thing on my mind. I'm seeing guys have spare. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, Mamush isn't a.
He's a
I wouldn't say he's like not a. He's a good signing to have because from his goal scoring record, like the last 2 seasons from the Bundesliga, he has been a bags man. By the time he was leaving Frankfurt, he was already on like 13 goals for the season already.
Yeah.
Even like the performances I've seen him have at City, though he's probably like a secondary striker behind Haaland. He will take time to get integrated, but I think when he's fully integrated, he'll bang it. That's a nice signing.
But
I think.
generally, I was just shocked, like, because I've said, like, me, I just wanted one guy, and we would have been good. 2, if you're doing 2 defenders, cool. If you're doing 1 defender, cool. But you went all out. Yeah, Kusanov, really good guy. He had a shaky first 5 minutes, but
has a Premier League team ever had this kind of January window? Didn't you spend like close to 200?
Yeah, like 170 something. Chelsea last season. Chelsea last season spent how much?
Can I cook?
Yeah, you can go on
What's your rating on like? Is it Nico Gonzalez?
I've not. So the thing is, none of those guys. I've never watched them like.
Even Mamu.
Because it's the last.
I didn't know much about.
For Mamouche, like his name kept on coming up.
Yeah, no, because I knew
Frankfurt with like Hugo. I can't mention the other name, but if you keep close tabs on the Bundesliga, his name always kept coming up. So when I saw that City were interested, I was like, okay. Another, like, you can see how unfair it is when you have different resources, but this is a crazy transfer window.
Not really. I feel like this is also like the fact that like in summer we didn't really like sign guys. We only signed Savinho 20 million, Gundogan free. So I feel like that money
but then,
that we would have spent, where I was saying get Rodri back up, not that I was expecting Rodri to get injured, but get the backup then.
Yeah.
Would have been spent there, and then maybe Alvarez money was even an extra bonus. Then all that, like.
But then I feel like it was like at some point, though I know people are going to cook Pep that is a checkbook manager once things go wrong.
Stop right there.
Once things
No, I don't hear your
I'm not done with my point.
Don't hear
I want to
your
let you speak.
I'm going to. Nah, I won't be.
Because like people are like,
It's okay, I'll
once
give
things
you.
go wrong, he's going to pull out the checkbook. But I feel like if you've seen the performances City has had, they are going to different grounds. Every team almost is bullying that midfield. They had gone on a losing. Okay, they hadn't won a game. I don't know in how long.
Like we had 1 win in like 13.
And they kept on conceding. So I felt like a drastic change was needed. And if you have the resources, because honestly, if we had the same resources, that I wouldn't be mad at the transfer
But
window.
the funny thing is, if we hadn't lost which game? No, the Brentford game. If we hadn't conceded, like, because we were 2-0 up and then conceded.
2-2, right?
Yeah, they weren't going to buy more. They were going to feel comfortable. Like, these guys, even Arsenal, if we hadn't lost, they weren't going to lock down Nico Gonzalez. They were going to feel comfortable.
Yeah.
Like, they are being
They
like
have
you
to
already
do something totally different now.
You already seen
to
that.
somehow salvage a season that seems that is far gone.
know,
Yes.
these are
But you
future
can go on
signings.
with your take on the City transfer window.
Not City, that bald head.
There's nothing you can say to
bald-
that man.
The toxicity that man brought to football, and then he gets God shouts. First of all, you guys talk like he revolutionized football. He didn't. His first gig was at that Barcelona squad. Any manager, even me,
Okay.
if I was just a head coach. Then
So-
he went over. No,
okay, let me let
cook.
you say
Then he
your
went over to Bayern, a
Bayern.
treble-winning Bayern, and thank God we had MSN and BBC that stopped him getting his demon hands on that UCL trophy.
Mm-hmm.
And then he went over to the reigning PL champions
We
in
weren't
England.
raining, but okay.
What?
We didn't.
No,
Leicester
by
had
the
one.
time he came, I think Chelsea are the ones that had won.
Either Leicester or Chelsea, one of the two.
One
It
of
was
the
a
two.
dark blue team.
Yeah. By the
We-
time
we
he
were
came,
That's
third.
Pellegrini.
We
He took
were
over
third.
from Pellegrini,
Yeah,
right?
we were third.
Okay, and his first season without the checkbook.
And we were third.
What season did he finish?
What
Okay.
position?
What position did he finish?
Third.
He finished third.
Yeah.
He finished fourth.
Third.
His
He has
first
never
season-
finished below fourth. Don't.
Where's my-
He has never finished
Check
below
for
third.
us. Check for us.
His
Go on,
worst
go on,
position
go on,
is
as
third.
leaders.
That man played
His
Champions
worst
League.
position is third.
Go on, as
In
the
his
stat
entire-
man, I'm coming. Go
I'm
on.
not even worried.
Go
You're
on,
going
your
to
train
embarrass
of
yourself.
thought.
His first season in City without his
Third.
checkbook. My point is, giving that man God shouts like he revolutionized football with his stupid system and tactics is one of the most outrageous things I've ever had when you consider what other managers have had to deal with.
Like
This
who?
man goes on the worst losing streak of his career. Guess what? Daddy Sheikh is there to hand him 200 million in January. No other manager has ever had that privilege. None. Not Ferguson, not Mourinho, definitely not Wenger. But homeboy will get God shouts. I can't stand for that. May I'll always be there to counter him. He started out at that Barcelona team. He went to a treble winning Bayern team. And then he landed in a City oil regime club, where if you wanted, listen, don't get me wrong, his tactics are very good, the engineers, but he needs a certain caliber of players to execute his ideas, and he keeps showing that. I think he has even said it, without certain players, I cannot do the stuff I am doing. So let's stop treating him like he came from Bristol City, which
So
is
which
linked
manager
Do
have
you
you
feel like
mentioned
with
came
the
from
run he had,
Bristol?
Have
he
you
deserved to be
Have you
sacked?
checked?
Third, right?
No, you can't sack them. After what he did for City, I mean, he gave them a treble 4 in a row, despite the fact that they gave
They
him.
were third.
He has never finished below third. That's why this season
Either
is
way,
going to be his worst.
without his checkbook that season, he finished that, and now he has gone on the worst run,
Do you
losing.
feel like the ridicule wasn't what it should have been? It was less than he should have received for
No,
that
I
run.
mean-
They went in 1 in 13 games. He should have received more ridicule.
For a guy who has gone 4 in a row, you can't say shit to him. I mean, 2 seasons ago he won a treble, so you can't. There's not. I don't even know how those conversations in that City boardroom would start. Like, hey yo, this streak.
Our greatest manager.
If you don't, if you don't buckle up, where I don't even think
But
they
then
can
who
say that
would you
to
bring
that.
after Pep? That's another conversation as well.
But I think they wanted Ruben, if the rumors are true.
Yeah, I also saw that.
The
Ruben was one,
your guy
and
who's
then
leaving, your former director.
Tixi.
Apparently he wanted Ruben.
Yeah, no, I've known that. That's why I was shocked that you guys went for him. I was
No,
like,
Ruben is for the City guys without culture or DNA.
no, but then we don't even play a back three, so it would have not worked.
Back
I don't.
five.
Yeah,
I don't
so
even know
how
he
it would have
plays.
worked.
Back 5 or back 3, whatever.
But
it
at the
is.
end of the day, if you watch City games, there are some games where some players need to. There are some games where Pep gets it wrong. I'm not going to lie. I don't know how you keep playing Gundogan every game. You're playing 3 days. He needs a rest as well. Play Nico Riley. That kid is there. He has energy. He hasn't played 90 minutes. Play him.
Right.
Those are the criticisms I can give Pep. But then there are some games where you're like, now why did Nunes, in the United game, concede the Ahmad penalty? Why did Vardiol in the, was it Feyenoord, he back passed it to
Individual
Ederson.
mistakes,
Yeah, there are some instances where it's players, and there are some instances where I'm like, Pep, why didn't you?
The manager should.
Yeah,
I think-
but it's fair. I would say 50% of the games that we have dropped points. So okay, there are some where we looked shit. Liverpool, we looked shit. Bournemouth, we looked shit. There's nothing you can tell me. But then there's
Even
some games
Arsenal.
where Arsenal, the last 30 minutes when they got their third,
Second half
looked
was terrible.
exactly.
towards
But
the
then
end.
there are some games where I'm like, now you the player, because the games where we're
What-
in front and then we
What do you actually think? Do not tell me Rodri. I do not buy that Rodri.
After-
missing
yeah.
this.
when you sit down, you watch and you're like,
What's really
and
missing?
just move on.
It's very. I got on here and I told you my theory is it's intentional. Because
How is it
it was
intentional?
intentional because of that weird case they had.
But it's
But now I'm sure they know they've bribed the law into their favor, and now they've gone on a 200. You really think if they knew they were getting a RICO, they would have gone on a 200 million spending spree?
Bro,
Yeah,
Haaland just signed a 9-year contract or something.
All of a sudden, they can score 7
'Cause
goals in a game.
I feel like at a certain point as well, if assuming, I don't know, 115 charges, if we are guilty, right? There's so many what do they
After
call
that
so
January
many
window,
There are so
there's-
many punishments we could get. One of them could be a transfer ban.
they've had brunch with the judge.
Nah.
So that 200 million January.
Because now, if
window.
you've stocked up now, by the time if that happens, transfer ban or whatever, you're okay. Like, and
That's
you just
why
don't
you
sell.
lock Haaland in for. But Haaland is
So is
done.
your generally your conclusion is Pep is a checkbook guy?
checkbook manager?
Which manager
He
guy
has
in
never he doesn't build up
No.
players.
I'm
He hasn't produced any superstars that he hasn't bought.
Okay,
He
but no,
has.
you
He
said
has.
okay. Which manager
Let
has
me
managed
see,
Bristol
but-
City and is now this big guy? That's what you said.
No, let me get back to you. I'm trying to think of a superstar that's Messi, but I think with or without Pep, Messi would have
No way,
broken
bro.
through. No, with or without
Messi
Pep,
was going to be Messi.
it was inevitable.
Yeah, but it depends on the manager.
it-
Like I
even-
said,
even
Pep,
after Pep left.
Messi still did his thing.
But I'm saying, like, in terms of Messi, when he joined, who would have given him the chance? There are not that many managers who give like young players a chance to go and ball out in a team that had
You can imagine I'm
Ronaldinho,
going this
who had
far
what?
to think of who he has. Foden, that-
Busquets.
But Foden ain't a
Busquets is
superstar
what?
like that. Oh, Busquets. Yeah.
Kimmich.
Mm.
Don't
Kimmich
do
has
it.
been good.
He was the one who started Kimmich. Like,
What about that? Anyway, but no, he bought Sane. So
Who?
I
I
don't
wouldn't
Sane
say
was-
Sane.
but
Like
Sane
Man
was-
City,
He was
Man
like
City
19.
Sane was different before
He
his
got
injury.
Wolves,
No, auntie,
but-
I was going to mention Sane, but I was like Sane got
He's
Sterling.
I mean, this was the time. I mean, one win in 13 for him to
Nah,
go to
Man
that.
City Sterling is different. I'm saying.
No, I was
you
going to
tried
say
shake
no.
your head
No, no.
there.
I was going to
This-
say he was
but
like
How
already
lethal he
potential, but then
became and
he,
how
yeah,
he was
he,
scoring at City.
yeah,
That
he,
is Pep.
he
this
made him.
was the
Yes.
time for him in these 13 games to go to the academy and pick out.
That's,
one or
that's
two
my
But they are-
criticism for him.
That's
Like,
and Chelsea. I mean, Arsenal has these two boys.
but now,
Skelly and Nwaneri.
yeah.
So he could have gone to that academy because everybody's shopping from their academy except them. We have
No, but that's the
Palmer,
thing,
we have
because now,
Morgan. Who else am I missing? Delap. Like everybody's shopping from there except.
that's my criticism of Pep. Like, there are certain
so
games.
he needed the check.
No, there are
He
certain.
didn't take that
I'm
risk
not
with-
saying that, but there are certain games where you've played Gundogan 3 games in a week. Like, this guy is 34. Like,
Yeah.
give him a rest for one game. Play Nico Ryan. He's on the bench.
He'd rather get
Play
out that check.
Marketing. Play. I'm giving you the names of the academy players he has played this season. There's some guy called Over Simpson Puzi. Like, play these guys. Like, they're there. They've given you a couple of minutes. Rico Lewis. Like, use them. Like, you're using the same. Like, I don't know if he expects the team that has been losing or conceding some stupid goals to, like, correct themselves, to find
He
it in
trusts
them.
them.
Yeah, but, like, they're letting you down. So stop giving them chances.
He's
Be ruthless. Like, be that guy who will bench you, whether your name is KDB, David Silva. Bench.
to my point. What Mourinho did at Porto, United,
What did he do at United?
Inter, Pep cannot do.
What did he do at United?
Europa,
Finishing second.
Europa and finishing second with that squad,
Yeah,
with
no.
that club. No, right now we are talking like we are joking, but I think we've had literally.
No, that
two-
squad is better than this squad. That United squad.
It wasn't.
much better.
technically,
Right?
we were forgetting we sold them to get these ones. So there's no way the scout report came in and the other guy was better.
And you see how you see how they're balling out when they leave United. That's what I'm trying to say.
So the issue is within the club. So Mourinho got into that talk. That club broke Ronaldo, the most mentally strong footballer that has ever. We broke him and gave him a mental whatever it was. At a man.
That's why he was able to
passed
say
it
he
up.
was the best player. of all
Exactly.
time.
So, but Mourinho got in there, won 2 trophies,
What other
finished second, and they got him Fred and
What was the other trophy? European one.
Carabao.
Oh, not FA. Okay.
Carabao. And he himself said, "Man, I've done a lot of things, but finishing
They were trolling
second."
him.
He wasn't trolling.
No, they were
Pep
trolling
can't-
him. The press were trolling
Yeah,
him.
but Pep can't do that. If Pep comes to United, he is Ruben Amorim right now. I guarantee
See,
you.
the thing is, Pep doesn't need to go to United. Like, the teams that are looking for Pep are not United. The teams that are looking...
So does that shift?
But you
No,
can't
as in
hold
I'm
that
saying-
against him that he's always coaching the
best teams. Like, that's what I'm saying. The
Those
best
are
teams
his
want him.
standards.
Yeah, that's
Those
what
are
I
his
meant.
standards.
Even now,
He's
I
not
think...
going to say, okay, I have a point to prove
Let me
to
go to
people.
Southampton.
Let me go to the third team in
Look at this game.
Not
in
that.
the league.
Not
But
that.
anyway, don't
I
worry.
don't
When we get
think-
relegated, we'll
I
be in
don't
the
think in
championship.
his career span, the only teams that have come out for him was the best team in Germany,
Yes,
But that's the
because those
thing.
are his levels. That's the
No,
Has he
no.
ever had a year where he's not coached? No. From Barcelona to Bayern to Man
It was
City.
straight from Barcelona to Bayern. He didn't take a break.
Nah.
I think he took a
He
break.
might have taken a
bit.
break.
Yeah, he took a break.
A couple of months.
took a break.
Not like a whole year, like where some managers sit for like 2
Not a
months.
month. It was like a season.
I said a couple
Jeez.
of months.
That 2013, I think, season. Because Mourinho kicked him out of Spain and then he went on a break to fix his. Mourinho had really wrecked him up mentally.
So you say.
He kicked him out of there. Get out of Spain. Get out of Spain.
But only,
So he took
like,
a year off.
Pep's only problem, like the way is that he's wanted by the best. That's not a problem.
No,
Even now for countries.
Okay.
Because he said his next
Am
challenge
I right
is.
to believe he hasn't done anything for me to put him in the
No, your opinion is your opinion.
with that
Two
squad?
trebles.
With that squad.
Two trebles.
With that
No
squad.
one has 2 trebles in coaching history.
Again, and
Worst-
no one has had the fortune that Pep has had.
Which, because now you talk
You
about.
create your fortune.
How-
So
you
me,
guys-
the thing is,
you
I can't
guys-
hold- I can't hold these things against him because if I'm the best in the world, I've shown it in Spain. Germany, his failure is not winning.
In
Those guys
Champions,
are champs. League.
But he also showed it there, like domestically.
He inherited a treble-winning team.
Okay, and how many other teams have like
No,
managers
they
have
won a
inherited?
treble before and
But
after.
even
Okay,
the City side, he had to come in, bring in his own signings.
Listen,
Okay,
Then
wait,
you went
wait,
to
wait.
City
they-
run.
Who took over?
Bayern won a treble before and
Who
after.
took over
Pep.
after Flick?
After who?
Flick. At
Where,
Bayern,
Bayern?
after winning the treble.
Kovac what?
Wasn't it like this?
Frankfurt guy.
No, now Nagelsmann. Was it Nagelsmann?
Nagelsmann, whatever he is.
Did he win? Was he successful as Flick?
No, he's not. He's
Exactly. So that just because I've inherited a treble-winning team doesn't mean I'm also going to deliver
not.
the same results.
You're Pep, aren't you?
Now you see, it's Pep. Then when it's,
You're saying you are that guy, so I'm giving you a treble.
yeah, he
winning
needs time
team.
to be with the team, see what he can work with. Like the way you've said, he needs certain players.
So, check. Get the check
No,
out.
talent. You can't even be a young
Y'all should
boy.
watch that overlap interview with
I
Schweinsteiger.
watched it,
You
and
watched
he
it?
said it's not the culture of which is fine.
Of Germany, right?
Yeah, and the same thing you're saying, Amorim is not the culture for United, which is fine. Like you have your managers, you get your managers. That's fine. He still won.
Guys,
He didn't.
Don't listen to what she said.
He's not-
Pep is a checkbook
He's
manager.
not
The
Tuchel
greatest
who went to Bayern. And
checkbook manager
Nah, nah,
there
nah.
ever has been.
it's not like Tuchel who went
I'll
to
give him
Bayern
that.
and didn't win for the first time in 11 years. Imagine.
Because he had Hurricane.
Harry Kane's going to win this year. Relax.
Hurricane has his special.
It's great. But at the end
Right.
of the day, these guys have overperformed in the whatever. But I feel
I'll
like
take Hurricane at this point. I'm tired of. Trust me.
anyway, his release clause is what 65
I
million.
saw it's lowering to like 54.
And
I
I'm
know
like,
he's
who-
coming back to
who's
England
going
at
to
some
buy
point, and
Spurs may go back.
he's going to. Yeah, he has to catch Alan Shearer somehow. He has to come back to England.
But he's
Someone will go back.
Pardon?
Like someone will actually willingly spend like that money on his edge.
Not necessarily.
if he's still delivering,
But he's still bagging.
didn't buy.
Because if you're going to say like for the strikers, there's keep bag. Okay, the elite ones, Lewandowski is still scoring. Is almost 37.
we have a striker issue in Europe. Or I think
So-
we
So
already
it's-
talked-
No,
Yeah.
yeah, those guys. That's what
Four.
I'm saying. Kane, he can still come to the
can
Premier.
still come.
No, I'm saying like a team willing to take that bet. Like to be like, let's get him.
Maybe the Angels might not be.
I'll speak for
There.
United fans.
You
I think
would.
I'll consider Hurricane.
Anyway, you have two very interesting.
We have 9/11.
So, what are your general feelings with the transfer window you had?
I'm shocked.
Mm-hmm.
But
Those are positions that needed to be strengthened.
defender and midfield, yes. That's why I was shocked we waited till the last minute. But then I don't think they're for this season.
Therefore,
Yeah, I think they'll actually, because you know, Pep's football, you've said it's demanding. It's going to take a while for these guys to get it. What.
Worst thing to
So
have happened to this sport.
I think it will make sense. These signings
Later
will like next season. What this season, there's really nothing that's going to save it. I don't see. No.
Wait, it's Madrid and City in the knockout.
Yeah,
That's what I've said. There's nothing that's going to fix it.
No, but Madrid is also Madrid.
It's
has
suspect
two,
as well,
They have
but-
two defenders, active center.
I'm not going to.
Yeah.
You wait and see Vinicius versus
You
Mateus
really
Nunes.
think
You'll
they're
see.
going to put a teenager on Haaland?
Vini versus Mateus Nunes.
No. Vinny can cook, but I think Pep can draw up a a
Kinda
good
like-
enough strategy.
Okay, the game will end 6-5.
I hope so. By the way, I prefer such.
Ooh, because
Like, let's hope 4-3 or none of that 1-0, 2-0 stuff. It's
it's going
boring.
to look
As the Arsenal fan on the pod, speaking of like our transfer window, whatever hate
Be humble.
whatever hate the club directors, the club,
Why didn't you?
whatever they get, they honestly deserve it. Cause this whole transfer window,
No, it's next
all
season.
you see on Twitter, monitoring, mulling over,
Observing.
observing. I'm like, when are we going to sign someone? Then
No.
they try to save face by putting out
40
reports
million.
that they tried
Put in
to
a
sign
bid.
Oli Watkins and Villa wanted
60.
60 mil.
But you put 40.
Then David Ornstein comes out days later. He's like, Villa was actually offering him to Arsenal at 60. But Arsenal keep saying they don't want to spend recklessly in Jan on a signing that
That's what you
is
need.
going to affect their summer transfers. Then you look at our attackers. Yesterday, we lost Martinelli, hamstring. We currently have only four senior attackers.
captain.
This guy
Odegaard,
wants to start.
only
Who are the four? Havertz.
Havertz,
Trossard.
Trossard, Nwaneri. Who's even the fourth one? No, because yesterday we
'Cause
lost
Saka is not
Martinelli.
yet back.
Saka is not coming back till like next month.
May, not Feb.
No, March.
Jesus is
Oh,
out,
sorry.
right?
Yeah, March.
Yeah,
not
we
Feb.
lost
Oh, yeah,
Jesus.
Jesus.
We
No, that
lost
one's
Jesus
out.
for the whole
SCL,
season.
right?
But this club and they're incompetent. Then you see about Zubimendi is practically done for. What is the summer going to help me with in the nearby future? Why aren't they signing people?
I think they look at
And
it
now
as different.
we're already out of two cups.
Now you have two more.
Champions League, we would just close the book and move on with our lives. Premier League, close. So whatever abuse the club gets, because people keep blaming Arteta for not signing a centre forward. Then these reports come out with a hierarchy of people they've wanted. I'm like, you guys, all you need is a striker to finish goals, because whatever abuse Havertz gets this season, I can't even. I have to feel bad for him because it's the club that is setting him up that way. The whole transfer window, observing, monitoring, mulling over.
They sold
But-
Nketiah.
I was, but I was really shocked that you guys didn't.
Whatever Howlers is having at Palace, I'm glad we got the money.
You remember when this guy got here and tried to like
Did we get the money?
prop up his stock at Nketiah 40?
We got
40,
the
yeah.
money. We got
How
our
much was it?
25 mil.
20. Okay, that still looks like
That's
a robbery.
Still
Yeah.
That's still a robbery if I get
Should have been 15.
But no, this was really an underwhelming transfer
I'm actually
window.
shocked you guys didn't.
With
sign.
how we've already struggled earlier parts of, as you were saying now for like United, if you lose, let me say like Ahmad or Bruno, you've seen the games we've been without Saka. We've survived some games narrowly somehow in this run where guys were going undefeated but losing in like Carabao. Then you're like, why aren't these guys signing someone? They just keep reshuffling the same news
words,
cycle.
but-
I'm like, whatever abuse they get this season, they fully deserve it. Because honestly, we should have signed. What? Don't tell me about summer signings. What's the summer going to do for me currently
There's
this
a
season?
special profile of a striker in England, but I don't know which team he fits in,
Who?
other than the one he's in, Isak.
No, he can't fit.
Isak can.
I don't.
He
think
can
fits
fit
in
with Saka and.
I don't.
With the chances,
Okay,
you're
now
going to
it-
say most of his goals for like Newcastle are the ones
Transition,
are like
though.
transition, but still in the box is a
But also that guy
he's a
looks
good
like
finisher everywhere.
he also looks like he thrives on natural instinct.
Yeah,
He
no,
looks
that's.
like some of
But
his
he's-
movement
He's just.
is natural.
It's just good.
If he joins, God forbid, Pep touches it, but if he joins Arteta too or Ruben Amorim, those are shacklers. Like play this position. No, you're supposed to do it this.
This is. I think he would actually fit. Though.
Yeah.
He would actually fit
You know-
Liverpool.
I think there's even a reason why, because there's a striker drought in Europe. There is. You can't think of more than 3 strikers in Europe right now you would bet your club's future on. Even Haaland has looked a bit suspect.
Moto this season.
Has looked
But
Moto
his
this
numbers
season.
are still high. Even just because he had that anomaly season of 36, so that's like his standard every season.
No,
But with everything that has gone on with Man City, I can cut him some slack.
no, but the chances he misses.
Yeah, no. There's
They also
some
many
games
this
where
year.
he has
They are
missed a
more
lot.
than last season.
No, last season's were more.
But thank God he's healthy. Like he doesn't get injured a lot.
No, last season.
Last
he
season,
gets injured, but like a
Even
month.
this season,
month.
didn't he miss like how many games already?
No.
He has missed some games
Everybody
this
was
season.
worried. Isak was
He has been playing
was
with
injury
an injury
prone, but I
He
what-
is.
He is.
He
He
is, innit?
is.
He still is. But when he is
But,
on,
when
I
one-
think this
when
is
he's
like his
on
highest
it-
goal scoring season yet. In
Didn't
the
he
league.
get 20?
that guy didn't have a GA last night, but yo,
Didn't he get 20 last season?
Guys were on skates. Like over Gabriel and Saliba, you didn't want to know. He was moving.
Even, no, he has made
everyone.
every defender look stupid. Even Van Dijk.
did
Gay.
he cook us?
And
Wait, have you
now
played
I
by
was,
the
I
way?
was arguing with the United fan in my comments today. I said, let me do research and see what he did at Old Trafford. You go and see who scored the first goal in the 4th minute.
Oh yeah. No, but now, but this is
Like he has been
He has been
on smoke with everyone. That's why like I
It's
don't
different.
If Newcastle sell him, I don't know what amount they are going to.
and they
ask
don't
him
need
for.
the money. Then
They do.
I don't think they look
Okay,
at
they don't
themselves
need the money, but they
as
have
a
those.
small team anymore. I think they belong in the big, considering the investment they've made.
They don't need the money, but they have those PSR things. That's the only issue that would. That's why the only
But
players.
no club right now can offer him 130, 150.
No, like now, if you need to sell a player, you'll be forced to now sell like 80,
18?
80, 90.
That-
Yeah, no. If you forced to sell, like if you need to meet these rules, well,
Oh,
they would have to lower it to
PSR.
like 80, 90.
But it doesn't look like they need that. So if you go in, when I look at my team, we need a center forward, and I can only see two.
He would go
Ken?
there, and his career would go like this.
Until now, we need
Nah, that's the thing with United. You guys have different stuff going on. You have a hyena buried in Oti.
when
Because
players,
everyone that comes, their career just down.
It's a dead year or dead years for them, and they shoot back up when they've
well,
left.
my goat said he thinks he'll buy us, so I'll
Yeah.
wait. And if he ever buys us, there's some conversations I'll never entertain again. I will go to prison about that man. But like, if he ever buys United in our lifetime,
Who?
let me hear
Ronaldo?
let
He
me.
wants to buy.
Maybe he's coming
No,
in with
I don't think he
with
joked
the
about.
ownership group.
Oh,
I don't
like,
think he joked about
or
it.
like
but
he gets like a couple of people and buy a percentage.
they put together a bid.
which conference was that? Where I
Good
think
work.
the Saudi version of Ballon d'Or.
Global
Where-
Globes, Global
Isn't,
Soccer
isn't it
Awards.
organized by Ronaldo's company or something? I know one of his companies is involved in.
All I know
That's why he
is
keeps getting that award.
that's
Oh,
all I
best
know.
player of the year or something like that. Yeah.
All I know is he said, if I own it, there's things I know I'll have to change, and there's things I know I'll change. And I wouldn't take those comments very lightly from him. I know he can be that ambitious and egotistic.
I mean, as a former player, you know what.
Yeah.
Former player of that
Well,
standard, you know
I
what
forgot
you
to say
want.
Arsenal's 4th senior attacker currently is Sterling. So imagine our attackers. Those are our attackers, and the whole window we refuse to buy a winger, striker.
There's an
Guys keep talking about the summer.
There's
So
an attacker shortage, I think.
whatever abuse these guys get this year, I'm not even going to blame the players or anyone. It's on the management this year.
As we said, May. So farther out
Ah,
of
look at this.
2 to go. Peace. I'm not even.
But you know,
I'm sure.
that's the thing with United as well, man. These guys still owe the league goals from last year.
You see, now there was a stat that came out this week.
What?
You owe that.
Your
You've been
goal-
in
your goal
negative
difference.
goal difference for like a whole
There's
year.
there's a stat that came out this week that City have conceded more goals than you, but your goal difference is still so bad. Like ours is like 14 years, it's like negative
Still
6.
bangs goals.
Yes, I'm saying like
I wish we stuck with Rude till end of season.
should have. Actually, he should have started the season.
And
No, not start. Like
how do you-
moment we fired Ten Hag.
I don't say, how do we feel about like Villa's signings, Rashford, Asensio? I know John Duran left.
I got here and I said at the start of the season, and I said I see Aston Villa top 4 again.
Where are they so far?
I wouldn't
this
say
season?
top 4. I feel like those signings are for Champy. I think they're being ambitious.
Anyway.
No,
Whether
because
he-
Rashford can have a shit game, but he will score that bang, right? That's the thing about him.
He just needs to get his attitude right.
Well-
If he comes on, if his villain act starts with
Like, let me
Villa,
prove a point.
prove a point, is on
But I
that
thi- I
bully.
Our next discussion was like our updated top 4 in the league.
Prediction.
Because looking back, I know both me and Van had Spurs in the top 4, right?
Bro.
But the season they
No,
had,
you didn't. You didn't have.
But
I
the
had.
but
I
the
had hopes
season
and-
Oh, you didn't have Liverpool. Okay, yeah.
I didn't have.
You didn't have.
but the season they've had,
had.
I'm shocked how Ange hasn't been sacked yet.
Because they're still in the other comps.
I think they have a final, right?
No.
But you know how
Carabao, who's
They're
so
playing.
they are playing a second leg of the semi today against
Yeah,
Liverpool.
but they're ahead in the
They lead. They have a 1-goal lead.
But-
Though
who are
are
they playing?
Liverpool. I went to Anfield. And Ange already said his second season he always wins something.
But I actually want him to win something, just for his like statement to be cold and what like. And Tottenham guys will exaggerate it. So
I think the
And
moment he loses,
the Carabao became a meaningful trophy when United win it because they are the only ones that hold. I've never seen like when City win that trophy. Do you guys speak about Carabao like that?
not really.
You
I think-
just know it's another thing you want, but every small trophy.
First of all,
Every small trophy United wins
do not compare
is important.
the stature of winning something at Manchester United with winning something at whatever they have.
No, I think
No, I'm saying.
the only
I'm saying
time
like before. Did we all have this like importance of the League Cup like that?
Carling Cup,
Before
Carabao,
when it was
no.
actually it was called Carling Cup. When it was still a Carling Cup, did anyone care about it like that?
I
We
think
were
for us,
young.
we only cared about it when we won it with like as a treble, as the
Yeah,
English
yeah,
treble.
yeah.
But otherwise, we used to win it four times in a row.
I think
And-
when it depends on the situation your team is in. we
That's what I'm saying. So United will have a bad season in the league.
no.
We won.
The thing is, we
won
had
Carabao.
we
won
had gone
FA.
we had gone 6 years without winning anything from that Mourinho season. We had gone 6 years without winning anything. So Homie
You are
comes
just happy
in.
to be there.
I mean, are we not going? It's not like we beat Scrubs in the final too. Newcastle was talking a lot of shit that season, but we beat them in
And
the final.
I'm starting.
Who's
to
that
beef
team we
Newcastle,
call
man.
United? What? They were talking smack. So when we beat them, we had to.
Something. Oh wait, was that the run where you played Fulham and Fulham was almost taking you in like the semi,
Yeah.
but then they got like
Wait,
2 red cards.
Yes.
Where did you play Coventry? Was that in the FA?
That was last
year,
season.
yeah.
FA.
No, that's a different season. Now this one-
No. I know what you're talking about, but when you said Fulham was taking them, I remembered the
Coventry too.
game when things were going to get spooky.
But if there was no Vieira in that game, they would have won because they had
Anyway,
that last minute.
I
win.
say our updated top 4 predictions in the league because I know, as I said, we all had Spurs.
bro.
What would you change in the current top 4? How do you see it ending this season?
Fourth, I have Chelsea. But wait, Nottingham is on one.
That's another.
Nottingham, Bournemouth.
Bournemouth,
Bournemouth
something
can
else.
wake up one day and give you.
Yeah. Like there's
That's
some
how
weird football
that's how
they
funny
play.
the season has been. Like now, let me say like Brighton. You see how Brighton moved to Man City. Wait, who beat Brighton? Was it someone beat them 7?
Nottingham.
Yeah, it was Nottingham. Yeah,
Then you see Nottingham Forest giving them because actually the week before Nottingham beat Brighton,
they were beaten by Bournemouth 5-0.
They
Five.
received 5 the previous week. That's how funny the league is. So, what are your updated top 4 predictions?
4. 4 I have City. No.
You say Chelsea.
You say
Yeah,
Chelsea.
4 I have Chelsea. 3 I have City. 2 Liverpool, 1 Arsenal.
I know this is a setup, but me as I currently believe Liverpool have built up a very big gap. It would be
Don't lose hope.
I know you guys. You want me to write checks I want cash when the season ends.
Striking.
Like
He's
with
baiting.
everything
Don't
the
lose
board
hope.
has done this
I
young
don't
window,
think. Yeah.
they've refused to upgrade anything. We lost our best player.
They still hope. Don't lose hope.
We are out
No.
of 2 competitions. I can't expect anything. So
talk your stuff.
Liverpool
Don't
has
lose hope.
built a big enough gap. It would have to be a catastrophic
Salah getting
choke
injured.
job.
No,
Which
Salah
it can
getting
be.
in. It can
It has to
happen.
be a catastrophic choke job.
One
And
Salah
with a
injury.
with a smoke Salah is on. It's a thing where these aesthetics guys with Hazard and whoever winger, they say Salah is the greatest stat man or something
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah,
that.
so that-
You
He
don't
is,
have to
though.
give him credit as a big game player, game changer. I don't want to see him over dribble the whole game and do all
By the way,
that.
that guy can.
When it's time to cash in, are you there?
That guy can have a solid 2 out of
10 games.
Exactly.
And then
And
in the
then out of
90th
nowhere.
minute,
You want minute,
bro.
He's there to. That's why I'm like, for Liverpool to follow from where they are, it has to be a
I don't know.
catastrophic choke
And to
job.
think people keep saying Manya, there's a voodoo on him because he celebrates Christmas.
And now this
I
year,
don't see
this
it.
year it did
No, it's
work.
still there.
The
Has he scored? He scored twice.
Yeah. But the times they dropped points during that period, Arsenal was drawing or losing.
Yeah, that's why it hasn't impacted them. But it's still there.
Oh, there was a drop off a bit there.
It's still there. He
That guy's
because
2 out of 10, he'll get like an assist or a goal in like the 80th
comes from
minute.
every
Out of
every
nowhere.
game when you need something.
is that guy.
And then he gets
Because
a
even
penalty
just
too.
this current run they went through, I think they had Brentford, they had Bournemouth, and I'm forgetting the third team. People were like, this is where they are going to drop.
I think Nottingham.
They got
they
like-
drew. They drew.
Yeah, they
Nottingham.
got 7 out of 9.
Yeah.
So I don't see who I would take out is probably Chelsea. I'm actually backing Nottingham to make champion this season. So
Palmer is going to go.
I'm
on a
going
run.
Liverpool, Arsenal, City, then Nottingham Forest.
Palmer is going to go on a run.
Okay.
He's going
Anyway.
to flip a switch.
That's another ghost.
No, but the thing is, Palmer has a lot of like guys don't. Nico Jackson has collapsed. Like he's no longer that
From
guy.
the conversations they were having at the start of the season when he was on form and
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
playing
Now
well, they thought
just know
About Sancho.
Obi Mikel is having a run on Nico Jack right now. He's like criticizing this guy left, right. He's not letting him
What
sleep.
of
Sancho,
bad boy
San-
Sanch?
he's better off where he is than United.
But he's having better performances. It's not. There's not leading anything.
But it's like Maresca has a squad of how many people?
You
To
keep-
lock down
It's
a
okay.
position. there.
It's okay. You
I
make
would
excuses
still
for
take
him.
his season over whatever
But
you
still,
guys have
he's going to
over
be a
there.
Chelsea player.
You see, he's a Chelsea player, and Chelsea was like, "Let's take the other one that kicked you out of United too, because you're terrible."
Oh,
Those were
that-
just rumors.
Rumors. They
We
went
want-
into they went into a negotiation room. Probably United was like,
In no world do they even never start Garnacho over Sancho.
United did, and it looked like Chelsea wanted. to.
No.
Anyway,
Sancho is better than him in the final third. Sancho is
Oh, okay,
way,
yeah.
way better creator.
Garnacho
than
die and
Garnacho.
make good decisions.
Maybe Garnacho has
Because
some
he's
goals.
young.
No,
Not because of
like
that.
there are times where he should shoot and then he passes. Then there are
Because
times
he's
where
young and immature.
that's the thing. Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
no one was paying 60
We
M's
can't-
for Garnacho.
We can look at the stats.
Yeah.
Both of them compare.
There are times you said this guy plays like shit, but
Who?
he still has the numbers. Garnacho, you said it.
Yeah, he can.
Yeah. So
And
now
then-
why are we looking at
Nah,
stats
I
if
will
we know?
criticize him, but you bring him against Sancho.
Anyway.
Van, who are your predictions for the top
Yes, winning it, Liverpool, unless like you've said something,
four? Catastrophic. It would have
and it has to be Salah being injured.
it has to be like Gerard sleep level.
It can happen.
It can happen, but for now,
GG's. GG's
For now.
Liverpool guys.
Lose hope. But
for now,
talk
I will not
yourself.
fall in that trap this season. I've already allowed.
funny enough, my second is actually Nottingham.
Okay.
The only reason because they don't have any other competition to play. Chris Wood is having the season of his life.
When I needed him to beat City, he was shooting it to the fans.
But yeah, him, Morgan Gibbs White, Elanga, all those guys, the back line, this guy that they
But
bought.
I'm so happy for players like Hudson Odoi,
Elanga, guys who were like rejected.
Guys are rejuvenated. Where they and
Yeah.
did Elanga do things to you, United guys?
Every time he
Put your
shows up,
steam.
that's like one of his best games.
By the way, there's only one person I'll ever blame for our forward, the way our forward makeup, what became of it, and that's 12. If you do not do what you did, we do not have these problems, I guarantee you.
But yeah, so that's why I have Nottingham second. But I wouldn't be shocked if they also finish third, but I have them second. Arsenal third, because I don't see why not. I don't know what
Don't
Ateta
let
is.
her talk like this.
Bro,
No, as in the only reason I have them third is because they're still in champion.
it's not for fighting. That's how
How you gonna let her
opinion.
talk?
Relax.
Arsenal?
It's
No.
our opinion.
Fight back, no?
See, the objectives for Arsenal, I don't know what they are. But I don't think in Ateta's mind he also feels comfortable going 3 years finishing second. Like I feel like there's a little
But
pressure.
the thing is, what I will say, as I said the last episode you were here, I was like, these small trophies are not going to move the needle or anything.
That's what I'm saying.
It won't change the perception people have.
That's what I'm saying. I feel
It
like
has
there's
to be
pressure
the
to
big
win
ones.
these two. So I don't know what
Are you
is
still
going
in
to
the
be the
FA Cup?
sacrifice.
When I said FA, we don't need an FA or anything.
Yeah, you've won more, but
we don't need anything that's going to change narratives for Arteta. Is the Prem, Champions League, those are the trophies. Of which Prem where we are currently?
So are you saying
Forget
you're going to win the double?
Nothing.
Ah,
we didn't sign anything.
don't
But yeah,
say.
no,
We
that's
just need like one more injury and we close the book on the season.
but that's why I'm saying Arsenal could be third, because I feel like there's pressure to
When
win.
is Saka coming back?
Next month.
Gay.
And you know that's the other thing that pissed me off was why they didn't sign someone. They were like, the bulk of the schedule is now through. We are through with it. Or by emerging
Yet
players
you're going
like
to go-
Maneri, what? That's why they've not signed.
You're going
then
to go for-
yesterday We see
Martinelli injured.
Martinelli
Can I
off
ask
with
you-
a hammy.
Are
You're
you,
going to go for a round of
are
16.
you totally happy with your captain's performance as
Nah,
of late?
man. Ever since he welcomed the child, I think he has.
Don't blame the kid. Don't blame the
Oi.
kid.
No. Honestly, he's having a bad season.
This man, if you podcast,
Don't. Now he's going to bring Bruno. As if
Anyway,
Bruno has done
anyway.
Have
my-
I said
You
anything?
guys-
So yeah,
That's where
so
you're going.
Have
I
I
know-
said
I know
anything?
how you think.
let's. Anyway,
Bruno,
my
you guys are there all with goals in the back bench.
my fourth would
By
be.
the way, we only have these conversations because Bruno plays with bums and has.
Nothing.
Stupid
Anyway, my
managers.
fourth would be
Bruno is not a
City.
needle mover.
But
Odegaard is clearly not the need or
This
mover.
season is not moving the needle.
Who do you think is more clutch, Bruno or the Tell me?
Odegaard, nah. If Bruno didn't get a penal, he's not doing anything. Who's your fourth for the season?
City, but
Can I cook
not
you?
that confident. Next time.
We have other things. to
But I'm
talk
not
about.
that confident in City getting him in the fourth. But anyway, let's see. Because there's still Aston Villa has backed up their squad, though I feel like it's for champion. Newcastle looks good now. This part of the season, they're up there.
Yeah,
Bournemouth
just
Bournemouth
pray.
looks scary. Chelsea
Look at
also
me.
looks like it can be there.
Man, we're also in a relegation scrap.
Where do you think you're going to finish, by the way?
If Ahmad gets
No, but okay, now with your squad, what,
Nice.
if everything is cover, like where do you think you'll finish?
They've also lost Lisandro for the season.
Oh
bro.
yeah,
he's out, he's gone. And Luke Shaw, Luke,
Shaw came back for 2 days and went back. I swear,
no, that guy. Whenever we're about to sign it,
left back. He comes
he
back.
comes back. Then he saw that Lisandro is out, so
Let me go and play FIFA with him.
Professional back securer. I have to rate it.
Luke Shaw when
He
I
has
get.
gained weight.
And by the way, he is the oldest player in that squad. Not oldest, like he has been at
Like,
that club the
All
longest.
yeah, I get what.
2014, and you've played less than 300 games for us.
Really?
He's played 278.
Like
There was actually a stat I think I saw today. Bruno, who's been here 5 years, is only 11 matches away
Away
from.
from him.
from
That's
him.
like
crazy.
all comps.
Yeah, for United.
That's crazy.
That's mad.
200. He's played 200.
Something, and then this
Look,
guy is
sure.
11.
Look, sure. Anyway, you be there with your white privilege.
How do we feel about the new Champions League format and now having to go through
It's weak.
I haven't
go
understood it.
through one knockout phase now? Don't you feel like that saves some of the bigger teams now that they can't just get eliminated
Let's
if
say
you work
why
group
it
stages?
is. We all like it because
Because now people have chances.
Oh,
to,
but wait. First of all, I want to give credit to every single person that week of the 18 games. You guys are the funniest people.
No, what a great week of sports. And you know the funniest thing is we all think I like. It was going on in almost every country. That's the greatest
Africa.
That's the greatest Champions League
Let me tell you
game
something.
ever.
If UEFA ever thought of scrapping this, and then they saw what was on Twitter that day,
Nah.
they were
No,
like,
I'm
we
sure.
ain't
Bet-
scrapping.
free promo
Free-
everywhere.
everyone.
Free promo. I'd never seen anything like that.
Like calls were made. Calls were
First of all,
made.
you guys are the funniest people I've ever
Nah,
seen.
nah.
What?
The timeline was
What?
too crazy that game week.
What?
I'm supposed to have a GLE by now, but
We are going to spear
Someone-
motos the
someone
next
said,
day.
Is it Taiguan or
Tiguan.
Tiguan or
like-
Tuareg,
I was
which one
like-
gets messed up a lot? Nah, I promise that was the greatest
Great, that was-
game week ever.
both days? Because you thought, oh, champions, and
Champions
then guys
done, then you also had
haven't,
Europa.
guys
Nah,
haven't
nah, nah.
won. What?
Back
No.
to back days.
guys were saying
You
this
have
is,
to-
this is my bounce back in Europa. I was like, ah. But I think after that first,
All the ignorant behavior that day was.
and to think that it's now going to become an annual fest, like
Ooh.
Yeah, like the last game week where everyone's like
Playing on the
nah.
last day at the same time.
At the same
That was
time.
that was
What
interesting.
a game week.
I think those 2 days were generational, man.
Yeah, no,
It was
one.
too crazy.
Everybody was on. Man, I don't support gambling. Yeah, man. Finance, bro. But I think, you know,
It was funny as hell.
you
For me,
get-
it was funny. Like every tweet I was seeing was going platinum.
I know some point even stopped caring about the matches. You're just looking
You're just
through
on.
your timeline and,
And then
seeing
now,
whatever is
It
going
was even
on.
funnier during the games. Like for example, when AC Milan got
AC
the red
nah, yeah,
card.
AC Milan
When
killed a lot
City,
of
when
people's
City
dreams.
got like we conceded fast, like the timeline was even funnier. Like I was just
we
like,
was supposed to be going to Zanzibar. Then AC Milan crushed people's dreams.
it was
Anyway,
somehow-
as I was saying, don't you feel like this is going to benefit the bigger teams more now?
the
Well, let me
betting
say-
companies.
No, I'm saying in the league now. Let me say, for example,
I still don't.
Man
like it.
City finished in what position?
21st, 22nd.
They are going to play a playoff.
Why do we have City and Madrid in a playoff?
That's
They
another
cooked
match
that
that
shit.
people are tired of. And imagine we are going to lose one of those
One
teams.
of those two teams is going up.
But I already know who's
But
going
we
out.
know they changed the rules to stop Madrid. We know that.
Yeah, okay. They to try and get more competitive, as they say. What more
I
winners?
don't see how it's more competitive.
Because now here,
it's almost like
No, 'cause that's what I'm saying. Like you can have bad results. What you know, you're going to end up in the knockout, lock in the knockout,
Yeah.
come beat someone. Then
but then it also favors now. Like wasn't Aston Villa in top 8?
yeah.
I don't think
That's
I don't
another
think
positive.
any one of us would have predicted that. Like Aston Villa finishing top 8 with all the other teams. Like the fact that Madrid is not in top 8, the
It's
fact
like the
that City is
first-
not in top 8.
The first 8 are
Over who?
guaranteed spots. Then
They're just there waiting.
from there to 24
You play
a
yourselves.
knockout.
Yeah, well, home and away. But anyway, we shall see.
I
Because
don't,
here-
I don't like.
Even-
not
wait,
City alone,
even
also
Bayern.
Bayern, yeah. The howlers they've
Dortmund.
had, the howlers they've had this whole champion season. Bayern, they still have chances to move on.
I
But don't you
And now, what this does, it also weakens Europa, because before the teams that finished third in the
they
group
would sleep,
stages,
they
they
said.
dropped.
Yeah.
But now Europa
Now
stays
you
the
look
way-
at Europa.
But now it makes
The biggest team is like United in
Well,
Europe.
there's
We are
no-
big in Europe.
No, I'm,
There's
say- I'm
no-
saying
like
Europa.
in Europa
you
now.
should be the favorites to win it.
There's no Sevilla, Villarreal. What?
Nah,
Those-
Sevilla guys, they are just gaming about what year.
Who
They're
last?
not
Who?
playing this year.
They've been horrible for like a period of 3 years.
So they've not qualified for Europa.
they are not there, no way.
Oh, so you guys.
Those
can-
guys have been fighting. Like even like 2 seasons ago, they were fighting relegation.
Trust me,
They've been down
I
bad
do not
like that.
care what Sevilla is going through when it comes to Europa.
There's
No, they are
something
not. They are
else.
not in a competition.
Yeah. Okay. So who's there? Who's who?
That's why I'm telling you, United is. You can have a look at the table. United are the
I
biggest.
think
in
we're the only
Big
unbeaten club
Because
in
yeah.
Europa.
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
this
In-
this new system, you can even over lose how many games and just
Still
secure
make
your,
it. Like you can just make it 24th.
secure your place in the top 24. You still have to play knockouts.
The beneficiaries know themselves.
I know it's the big clubs.
Big clubs and the
How you see
partners.
someone making a run from there all the way to the title. Yet in like
But that's actually going to be
a
fun.
fairy tale story. Hey, how are you a fairy tale story when you're a big club?
No, I'm saying it would be funny, but I mean that would remind us of like you're going to hate me, but anyway, Portugal Euros 2016
Yeah, draw.
because they draw then extra.
Why they go through as a
penalty
third best
one.
team.
Yeah, no, that run wasn't the strongest. They won.
Yeah, you guys won.
They won. No,
Don't even try to justify
that group
anything
stage,
here.
there was no game that Portugal won.
I've told you, draw.
Even in the knockouts, like that round, they were taking it extra
Extra time.
time, penalty, extra time, or they win there. Like it was such
We
a
know who the
sketchy.
hero was. Do you know the hero? The Portugal hero. We shall save those discussions for another point.
But yeah, no, but that's that's what I'm saying. Like in terms of like, it can be a team like that. Now City, for example, though I don't see it happening.
We are
but
supposed to be having playoff predictions, but I don't even know if you guys have the games in front of you for
You
like Champions League.
yeah, you just mentioned. I don't know.
I know the biggest fixture is Madrid City.
City is winning.
I'm not going to take that bait.
Madrid
Confident.
City, Juve, PSV.
PSV. OG.
But
V.
did you guys
PSV.
see a difference when one of those three is missing from a squad?
Who?
I'm talking about Madrid's front three.
When one of
It's becoming clearly evident that
is
they
it Rodrigo injured?
They seem to play better together when either Vinicius or Mbappe is out.
Yes.
Like Rodri looks like he'll fit
Anywhere in the front.
anywhere in the front. But it's the other two that... Because Mbappe was having a spell. That spell where Vinicius was suspended, he was on smoke. I think he scored a hat-trick
We
too.
are so back. We are not even going to have discussions about Mbappe. Anyway, let the season first end.
Yeah, season. I
We
still
are
think
back.
he will finish the season as Madrid's top scorer.
He is.
He is already.
He is.
Oh.
I mean, that's what they brought him for. But we're going to business football. These guys have
Where you
two
need him.
centre backs. Two centre backs.
Militao is out for the season again.
Alaba is out
Alaba just
And
came
he
back.
just come
and
back.
and he's gone. He's gone.
Rudiger is out,
back.
hamstring.
Rudiger is out.
But not that.
So we
Militao
have-
is out again or he's back.
He's out.
When did he go out?
I think he wasn't he like the first?
He was the first to go out.
Is Vasquez also out? Because he has been playing
Is
as...
he-
No, he has been playing... No.
Vasquez is a
He has been playing
He's
as the right back, right?
Yeah, he's a squad mechanic.
Yeah, but
That
isn't
guy
he also...
started as a winger.
Isn't he also injured?
Nah, I'm not sure.
But I don't think he affects that.
All I know
club
is
like
they have
that.
two centre backs, and I think one of them is an academy boy. I'm forgetting the senior player, Vallejo.
There is also Asensio, some guy that people don't
That's
like.
the academy guy. I'm
Eh.
talking about. Asensio and Vallejo. Those are Madrid's two centre backs. You're lining those up in front of Haaland. Good.
As long as he has sub.
Have
I was
to-
going to say what a turnaround from PSG as well.
What?
Because they look like... No, they were
No,
going.
they were going out also.
They were going. Then they beat City. Then they
came
beat...
back. City weren't you leading in that game?
2-0. I've told Gay, you can just be there watching.
Dembele is having a heater of a season.
True.
I think he's on 13 or 15 goals.
Lucky shots.
League-wise and
Champion.
is really... Do you consider Dembele like a failed wonder kid?
Yes.
Is
Oh,
Rashford
how old
a
is
failed
he?
wonder kid?
Yes.
And Asensio?
Yes.
So
that whole
Aston Villa,
class.
Aston Villa
I've
has
just
done a
colloqued
reunion
up.
of wonder kids. Failed wonder kids.
Except
just-
Dembele. No, but
I know I am
that-
saying Dembele, but with the season is
yeah,
rejuvenated
that
his
class
career.
of 2015, Asensio, Martial.
Who's
Dembele.
Martial now?
Martial is in what Greece? I don't even know what
We are in
country
Greece,
he's
Mykonos. No, we are in Mykonos. We're on vacation.
Oh, wow.
So there's PSG Brest here.
I think
is
PSG.
going through.
Brest is French, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
You
That can even happen now.
Yeah.
They literally beat that team in French.
That's what I'm saying. I have PSG going through. Juve PSV.
I have
Juve is no
PSV.
longer as strong as and now that's what I'm
Defensively,
saying.
they are.
They just know in that run where they beat us, that's one of the games that angered me the most because I've seen
PSG. I mean
Juve because they were like they're 9th, 10th in
I
their
know,
league.
No, they've improved their league position.
At that time they were 9th, and I was seeing this team play like Like they made them so good. Like they now made. I'm like, how? Of which even they had multiple chances. That striker that Ateta wanted, Valo, what? VLA.
Vlahovic.
Yeah, something like that.
Man, Vlahovic has fallen. No? He had like a good 1 year of hype.
Yeah,
In
now
Fiorentina, he didn't do that stuff.
Now where he is,
Juve.
Exactly,
I don't
so
think even anyone is going for
watched
him.
him and I'm like, That's why. Now the funny thing is, after I watched the game, is when I saw those reports that Ateta wanted. I'm like, this guy likes to save everyone. That's the problem.
I saw
But
versus going the summer, but you can't sign him in Jan over maintain a good relationship. I'm like, bro.
but anyway, yeah. So
When you guys are getting abused, they'll be there.
I have PSV going through.
You have PSV.
V, yeah.
Same. Man City, Real. How back Real this time?
Unless
Back
we get back Ruben Diaz, Ake, and Doku, I don't see how we
Sporting
pass.
CP Dortmund. I'm going for Sporting. Whatever Nuri Sahin was doing this season until he got sacked.
So who's there now
It's one of those interim
Interim guys.
managers.
against
And-
Sporting?
I'm going for Sporting.
I'm going for Dortmund.
Because you see that thing with Dortmund, the previous, how they even made it to the final last year. Was it last year?
Yeah.
They would be average in the league, but
But then,
they were
yeah.
turning up in Champions League.
They just
Kept
disappointed
showing
us in the
showing
final.
Like they had a
If,
chance.
if they had
please.
won, if they had
Yeah, I
won,
remember that guy's chance, Adeyemi. Up
if
to
they-
now, I even be thinking
if they
about
had
it.
won, Hamels was going to have one of his best professional seasons. Because last year, the performances they put on in the Champions League,
Yeah, he was actually man of the
Was
match in
top.
most of those games.
then they do that in the final. And you know, Madrid, they had magic. You see how the Kansas City Chiefs are talked about in the NFL and how Patrick Mahomes has devil magic.
Yeah.
That's how Madrid.
See, the funny now, like this week when that guy was traded,
Luka.
NBA,
Doncic.
yeah, and then Patrick was like he tweeted like
Something.
shocking.
even the devil
So,
himself is- I
so
saw
someone
that.
quoted it and like even the devil himself shocked.
Yeah, we are Christians. Yeah.
Madrid, you missed once. This has happened.
You
in
can
almost
even-
all their fight.
You can even like you can play. They can play shit for 80 minutes, and then in those
You
last
missed
10,
once. Their first chance. Yours is your chance.
We're here for business,
Forget
man.
about it. Club Brugge, Atalanta. I'm going.
Atalanta.
is Stingy back?
Look, man.
Yeah,
I,
he was,
I
he
saw
was
it.
injured.
But those,
something.
no, but
They
what's
still play without-
their manager is called Gasparini. You will figure it out. They have a bugs, man. Retegi. At least I've watched. I might have watched like 2 Atalanta games this season.
So,
Retegi is hard. Di Catalera is good. Whoever they shuffle, I know they will get through this.
Sound
tie
like some
against Bruges.
FIFA names, yeah. But
Di Catalera is supposed to be a superstar from Bruges. He went to Milan, sipped Atalanta. Italy is like where you rejuvenate your career.
career, yeah.
Then Celtic, Bayern. I have Bayern,
Bayern.
obviously. Feyenoord. You want to
You
back?
think Celtic? I need.
That DI hire of company, you'll have to lose his job if he can't beat Celtic.
and I hope. I'm saying
possible.
it just to put it out there in the universe. Like,
Just if someone grabs it,
someone
it happens.
grabs it.
Feyenoord, Milan. This Milan team has been
Which
weird.
Milan?
This
SC.
Which Milan?
SC.
Man, they have some
Unpredictable.
crazy games and some ridiculously shit games.
They
But-
turn up in big games, then the small teams they
But
are
now they
supposed
have
to beat.
a pure hooper.
Felix.
João Felix. That man has also been on a roller coaster.
I never
He
understood
was
why
supposed.
Chelsea
He's
don't do that.
reaching points of being a failed wonder kid.
He is
He's not rich.
not reaching.
Declared.
He's declared. He's never been.
Feyenoord, Milan. I'll back Milan.
Yeah.
Though if they get out, I won't be
Be
shocked.
shocked. I get that.
Then the last fixture we have here is Monaco Benfica.
Who's United?
Look at this. Look at this idiot.
Nah, we can't be playing.
Monaco
players.
Wait, the Europa winner goes to champs automatically, right?
I don't know about
Like
this
the
info.
winner cup.
Yeah, the
Yes,
cup
yes,
winner,
yes, yes.
that's what
The
I
next
mean.
season,
That's
they
your only chance
automatically
of going.
qualify.
At whose expense? Last year we threw out Chelsea.
No, no one's expense.
Really?
No one.
No, because
Wait, because first of all they expanded the league, right?
Yes. So now, like England will end up having like 5 positions. Yeah, if you win.
Man, be careful.
So those are our
But
Champions
Gabe,
League knockout round.
Did you watch
predictions.
the Barcelona Benfica game?
5-4?
Ooh.
What's your hopes, man?
Ooh.
What a howler from that keeper.
Because
Because it's the one who brought them back in the game, right?
Both
Yeah.
keepers had how
by both.
Chesney was having a day.
Ooh, that was a game. Because I usually follow Barcelona,
Yeah,
Madrid one. So I was seeing in the first 5 minutes, Benfica scored. Hey, what is up? Let me switch tone. The entire game, whatever I was supposed to be doing in that time, I didn't do it. That was
The way these fixtures are these days, man. There are too many games on at the same time.
No, it was just
you can't
choose
which one you want to watch.
your team. Okay, like if you have your team, obviously, me, I want to watch my team. But
yeah.
there can be another interesting game going on, and you can't. Yeah, but that was a ridiculous game.
Barcelona games look like hoops these days.
They are.
Yeah.
Because they also had that game with, I think, PSG.
Was
this
it them?
season?
Was it them this season?
No.
It must have been that. Yes.
Where
it is.
Dembele,
It is this season.
where Dembele turned out.
Hey,
No, it was last season. Revenge.
Revenge. It was that season. Oh yeah.
In the
I remember.
Last
The
season
knockouts.
he knocked them out. Aye, but it was Barcelona games can be.
This season as champion has been clanky. Everything
But you see
we are
now-
just getting adapted to how everything is.
But with like the way there are so many games, I don't think we're about to see another treble winning team. Like it would be so hard to like manage
All those
scopes.
rounds, however much football you have to play.
I think
now.
Chelsea is the most well-equipped team.
With the players.
The way
With
they
their
structure
squad.
it.
The squad,
They
yes.
literally have a squad for each.
But Chelsea is one confusing team.
Are you good? Are you bad?
Nkuku, I was seeing rumors they were ready to sell him if someone was presenting 70. How much game time has that guy had
He
in the
hasn't played
Prem?
much.
They play him in like Conference League and League Cups. Then Yao Felix just signed like a 6 or 7 year contract.
They already loaned
going
him
on
out.
loan. Alex Disasi loan. They did what's that guy's name? Chaloba. They gave out his number, sent him on loan to Palace.
Then they brought him
They
back.
have a defensive injury, they just pull him back out of loan.
Crystal
nowhere.
Palace.
So their squad, they have a lot of things going on.
I think they have a good squad, but like the quality of the squad as well can also be questionable. But it needs
Because
time.
now
It
we
needs
are
time. It needs
currently
time.
this game now they are no longer winning, and now Maresca is feeling
Pressure.
the heat a bit. Okay, for like our last discussion, I'll ask you guys, how do you feel about the Prem saying they're going to start monitoring celebrations and
I think that was
too
it's not-
weak?
No, it depends. Okay, it depends.
I blame Pep.
What has Pep done?
I know that Prem claims not to be political. What? If it's that kind of celebration, I get it.
He's
Fine.
the
The
But
player, those kinds of.
it's not even coming from anything political.
No, that's what I'm
But
saying. Like, if it was that, I would get it. Like, if someone is trying to bring these other things that people are fighting in the world, cool. You don't want that in the league. But random shit. Bro, that's the shit that feels like makes it interesting.
You see, when now, how do you feel about the Lewis Kelly celebration? Give me your honest opinion. Was it wrong?
Nah,
Should have been humble. Should have been
Can you
humble.
see-
Should have been who?
Humble.
Humble.
Should have stayed
Humble.
humble.
No.
Humble.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
no,
it.
no.
No, he was
Okay,
not.
for you, as City
No,
fan, were you offended by it?
No. You see, the thing is,
Because at this point, I feel like Liverpool fans of the time are even more offended than actual City guys.
see, the thing is, for me, I knew that Haaland said he started it. And I knew that if we weren't going to win that game, those words are going to come back.
Bro,
So I have no problem
with.
with like Gabriel's reaction. I have no problem with this kid's
Yeah, I have.
celebration.
'Cause
The only thing that I
I'll-
found weird was maybe Gabriel telling this guy to pick his shoe. I was like, bro, you have no hands. Pick your own thing.
Oh yeah,
But-
that's
that
the shit houser because those guys were the
because I know
they were
Mope would do
flexing
it.
the whole game. So now where that shit pisses me off is like you know Iliman Njai
Yeah, he did
Everton. He did this against us
Brighton Seagulls.
I think he got
Then
fined.
he got a yellow card.
It's
But
not
Vardy has been riling up I don't know how many guys.
every stadium.
Tottenham every time he gives them he points at the Prem.
He's
and
more
he gets nothing.
provocative.
But now Lewis Kelly just mimicked Haaland's celebration.
Is it a
The
color
whole
thing? Is it a color thing?
it is.
It has
But
to
that's
be.
what it is.
It has to be.
Because when you see how those pundits over, I was watching some guy on Talksport. I was like, Some of these guys need to be flogged in public. Because you say the connotations are there. I'm not going to say the things directly. But they're like, he's 18, you've not achieved anything yet in your career.
Foden is over there shooting gunshots.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, I get if you
And
were
then
telling
Sterling
Foden to
just
stop
gets
that.
a tattoo of a gun on his leg. They want to say he's an ISIS leader.
No, it's
But,
obviously
and
there. It's
that's
obviously
the thing that also annoys me with the league. We are supposed to be marketing the league.
By the way,
We want rivalry.
And that shit is
we
all
want
that
this.
markets
That's what
it.
sells the. In the NBA, a 15th man who is not even in the game can trash talk LeBron James, and LeBron claps back, and that's how the league is.
the next time we're here, we need to talk about Miley Cyrus,
What's
wrong?
Philip Water.
They're saying he's in play of the month shouts.
I saw.
Yes, but he had a good month. January.
So no, the quote he made, Manya, I am
As the
over
best player of the league.
But
Oh,
was
he
it-
was talking about
England.
how England underperformed and whatnot.
Brother, you were moved to the left, you were moved to the center. No,
He played
actually-
on the left till the Netherlands game. Did you watch those matches?
Yes, I did.
Thank you. And in the Netherlands game, they put him in the middle. That's when they started forcing Bellingham to the left. Uh-huh. And the Netherlands game, the first half is his only
Are you
good
saying he had a
performance.
good campaign?
No,
Are you saying he
that's
has,
what you were saying. They put him on the left. He's not
Are you
comfortable
saying
with
he
the
has
left.
been trash
Where?
since the season started?
No, he has started.
Then he got
he
that
took.
hat trick against Ipswich.
He didn't have a hat trick.
Anyway, I don't want to go into
2 goals
Philip.
and an assist,
I
I
don't,
think. Was it 2 goals and... I know he scored 2.
he had
Yeah,
a game.
but I
He
don't
had
know
a
if he
game.
had
No, he
assists.
scored.
And there was a tweet.
At weekend, I bought him my FPL for goal power.
There was a tweet of someone who nailed
And you
it.
got those goals.
Hey! There was a tweet of what?
Someone who nailed it. Like Foden has been a ghost, but then he's going to score a
Oh, yeah,
brace
I saw that.
against
I saw that.
Ipswich.
Okay,
And
did
then
you?
Oh, he has had a
wait,
good
wait.
month. He has
Did
had
you
a
beat
good month.
Ipswich? Tell me.
I think we did.
No, 1-1.
1-1. But hey,
1-1.
we are phased.
No.
That was like
No,
Amarin's
wait.
first game, wasn't it?
Actually,
I have that. I can
It's
give
like,
you
yeah,
that.
it's
But
among
it's
his first
Ipswich.
games.
It was
Bro.
his first game.
It's Ipswich.
It was his first
This is
game.
Manchester United. You're saying that's your level.
It was his first game. It was his first.
Yeah, wait.
Well, we beat you.
Yeah, no, I have no problem.
So are you our level?
Yeah, they are
There's
fighting
no levels. It's
relegation.
football. It's football. It's
Nah.
a sport.
But anyone right now can chat to us. Like, if you come with like determination and you have runners at the front, you can
Yeah,
pass
that
through.
midfield has been cheese.
You can pass through easily.
So it's Rodri. I want him to come back and we still cook, y'all.
No, it's going to take him a while.
Even when we
yeah,
get
without football,
When we
it'll
get
take him a
a
while.
proper manager,
Who?
Ancelotti.
You're saying your team?
Keep
Yeah,
playing.
United.
Anyway, let's just
Ancelotti.
leave you.
Ancelotti is our man, and I know.
They're not going to chase him.
Madrid. Wait.
Didn't he
If-
say he's leaving when?
When Jabi says, "Guys, I want to come," you really think they're going to?
I don't think Jabi is going to come that side.
Jabi Alonso, not the other fraud from Barca. Jabi Alonso.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to come.
Yeah, where is Javi now?
It's chilling.
Retire. No, I mean
He's
he's
on a
lost his
break.
backer job. Yeah, he's chilling.
I remember.
Anyway, if you got this far, thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and share.
Arsenal
with
to
your
win the
friends.
league.